Hey YouTubers, Shaman Hawk here with Shamanic Lodge, still over here at Hawkins Horse Haven, Red Bull Springs, Tennessee. So today, talk a little bit about getting started in shamanism. It's really not that hard, not that complicated. Um, you can go out and read all kinds of books, go to all kinds of courses and things like that. But like I always tell people, the first journey is going within. But if you want to go out and look for a shamanic course and a teacher and all that, that's fine. But the first thing you should do is kind of like get a little bit of history about that teacher. If you're going to be teaching engineering, you should probably be an engineer. If you're going to teach shamanism, you should be a shaman. There are people teaching shamanic courses that are not shamans. What's a shaman? There's a lot of new age definitions about that, but the old school is basically it's somebody that served a shamanic apprenticeship. I served one for 10 years. All right. I suggest you have a shamanic teacher that is a shaman that served some what we would call a traditional apprenticeship. Then look for somebody that's actually accomplished something, because for instance, my line of shamanism, you knew you were a shaman when you finished your apprenticeship, you did a 2-year journey to prove yourself, test your shamanism, your style of it on the world and see how you did. But the other part about it is coming up with something unique, that you're developing your own system. I developed a system of runes that I teach people how to use, different types of drumming and healing that I've not seen before, some past life regression processes that I've not seen before, and my own style of geomancy. The books, and like I said, all that are great, but when you look at a book, all right, it's important to look in the part of it that's towards the back that says sources. That means they give credit to places or people that they get the information from. You could also look at it as kind of a way of legally plagiarizing somebody else's material. So that you're filling up a book, all right, and you got to get your sources to get material to, have X amount of pages or whatever. All right, but, sometimes you can read a book about shamanism and compare it to the rest of the material in a book and go, that doesn't quite fit this person's format, or their style of teaching or their style of shamanism. And this is really important to, in my opinion, your best shamanic books are going to be written by shamans, personal experiences, things that they can say, I know this work firsthand. I know this work because I saw it happen. I trust the person I got it from, the information, and so on. Not just kind of reading books, and then using that material, giving credit to the sources, and writing your own book. Does that make sense? And then the other part about it is, again, I can't say it enough, is get out in nature, because that's where shamanism actually started. A few people asking questions about life and looking at nature for examples. Here over at Hawkins Horse Haven, for instance, it was good for me to get back into the horse scene. It reminded me of horse medicine. When Native Americans call something medicine, it's kind of like a power or a teaching. Horses are kind of matriarchal. The female runs it. We have one horse, Empress, is a draft horse. She rules things. But we, the people who are running the farm, we're kind of like behind the scenes, And you get to see an interesting political play that I'm going to do a video about horse medicine. But being out in nature and looking how the animal system works, so the weather system, watershed, things like that, you can make comparisons of what you're witnessing in nature and put that in a shamanic perspective of how it relates to your everyday life, including relationships and jobs and things like that. So that's why I really suggest to people to take a walk out in nature as your first part of introduction in shamanism, and truthfully ask yourself, okay, who you are. And when I say that, I mean that's kind of a new age cliche thing, right? Who are you? Go find yourself. But ask yourself on your opinions. Are these opinions that you have and your perspectives, are they really yours? or did you just accept them from family, community, and so on? Okay, and that's a really important part, because the three things that really keep people from their spiritual self or their shamanic self are fear, guilt, and shame. And a lot of it comes around escaping your own perceptions of reality. Okay, and that's a big, big part of getting into shamanism, because you need to be free. I mean, you need to have free thought, freedom to accept yourself, explore yourself, just be yourself, and accept your own nature. And that's about it. So here I am from Shaman Hawk Shamanic Lodge, saying hello and goodbye from Hawkins Horse Haven. Catch y'all later.